Good morning all. Myself Mohammad Shafiullah, Assistant Professor in Department of CSE BITM Bellary. Welcome to this course on C Programming for Problem Solving. In this session, I am going to explain you about arrays and functions. So, how do we pass an array to a function? The main concept here is how can we pass an array to a user defined function. So, you can pass an array to a user defined function in two different ways. Either you can pass the individual elements of the array. Suppose if an array has got 5 elements, you can pass 5 elements one after the other individually. First I am going to pass first element, then second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element. And the second method is that rather than passing the individual elements of the array one after the other, I can pass the entire array. That is what I call it as passing the whole array. So passing individual elements of the array, this is my first way. So all array elements I can pass individually like any other variable. So to pass these elements individually to a function, it is similar to pass by value. That is nothing but it is a value, passing by value. So that is any change in formal parameter will not affect the actual parameter. That is the beauty of pass by value technique or call by value. Any change in formal parameter in called function will not alter or modify or change the actual parameter in calling function. This is how we pass individual elements of the array. Let us understand this with an example. So here I have a program wherein I am going to pass individual elements of an array to a function. So basically this program will just print the elements of the array. So look at it, hash include stdio.h, which is my header file, void display of int n. I have function declaration, right? Remember this is not an array, right? Here I have not declared it as an array because it is an, I am passing the individual element. So I am just going to explain you the differences so that you can remember, right? So look at the formal parameter, it is just a ordinary variable, it is a variable, right? So now this comes under our 4 categories. What is this category is, which category does it belongs to? Functions with arguments but no return type, right? So int a of 4, I have got basically 4 elements and then I have taken a variable I. For I equals to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Remember one thing, whenever you pass individual elements of the array, whenever you pass individual elements of the array, you will have a for loop within your main function. You will have a for loop within main function. So I have a for loop, right? So you know it, right? Loops makes it easy to handle the arrays. I said this in looping concepts, and the common I said this in array concept, and I also said that the commonly used loop with the arrays is a for loop. So whenever we have a for loop followed by a function call with respect to arrays, understand that it is going to be, normally it will be passing individual elements of the array, right? So we are passing individual elements of the array, then we are calling a function call, right? Display of a of I. So what will be the value of I initially is 0. What is a of 0? 10. So there is a function call, right? The control transfers from calling function to called function. Display of int n. So this function will display printf %d/tn. So what is the value of n now? 10. It will be printed. The control goes back from called function to calling function. Now I value will update. It's in a for loop. Remember the function call is within for loop. So I updates. The I value will be 1. So what is a of 1? 20, right? So you are passing a of 1, which will be 20. That 20 will be copied in n. Pass by value technique, right? So again 20 will be printed. Again the control shifts back to calling function. I updates. This time I value is 3. What is a of 3? 30. Okay, so display of a of I. So a of I will be 30 will be passed, that is will be copied in n. 30 will be printed. Control return control is written back to function call. Again I updates. I value is 3. 0 1 2 3. What is a of 3? Sorry, a of 2 was 30, a of 3 is 40. Now whether 40, yeah, 4 is 3 is less than 4, and then we have a of 3 as 40. Now display of a of 3, n value is 40. 40 will be printed. The control shifts to calling function. Now I value will update, but this time I value is 4, condition is false, it will terminate. So same code, let me run this. then I get the output as 10, 20, 30, 40. Since I have used tab, they are getting printed in the same line. So the second method is passing the whole array. In this case, parameter passing is similar to pass by reference. When you pass the whole array, it is similar to pass by reference. In pass by reference, what is going to happen? The formal parameters are treated as aliases for actual parameters. That is, any change, whatever you do for formal parameter, will actually lead a change to actual parameter in calling function. So this is the program to find sum and mean of numbers using arrays, but here we are passing the whole array. So how will we understand the difference here? Look at this. Look at this part A. So here we have an array here, that is we are going to pass an array. What did we had here? We had just variable, but here we have A. That is, this is an indication that we are passing an entire array. So whenever you pass an array, this indicates that you are going to pass an array. So n is an variable, ordinary variable, which is nothing but this size. So there is a function called I comma n, a of 10 sum mean. I need to calculate sum and mean, right? So enter the size of the array. N is nothing but the size of the array. Then I ask the user to enter the elements. This is during runtime, right? So once the user enters the values, I am asking the user to enter. So printf, I get a statement every time. A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4, so on. So whenever I enter any value, that will be stored in that. Then after this, sum equals to array of sum of A comma n. Remember, A is an array. Whenever you pass an array, you need not write index here. The function call, you should not write index here. Directly you can write the array name. Array name is like an address. When you pass an array to a called function, it is similar to passing an array name. Is nothing but you are passing the base address. Base address is nothing but the starting address of array. About this base address and all, I am going to explain you in my next module, which will be pointers, right? As of now, base address is nothing but the starting address or the initial address of the array. So sum equals to array of sum of A comma n. So mean equals to sum divided by n. After I pass, so what is the function call I have here? What do I have in called function? Int array of int sum of A comma int n. So int I comma sum equals to 0. So what I am going to do, whatever the array is getting passed here, for that I am going to calculate. You know this, we have already done in the arrays part, right? For I equals to 1, I less than or equals to n, I plus plus. Sum equals to sum plus a of I. So one thing you have to remember, note the for loop in called function. Why? Because you have passed the entire array, right? We have passed the entire array from calling function to called function. Now to access them individually, you need a for loop. That for loop will be written in the called function. Finally, when you perform this sum, you will return this sum back to calling function. So this sum will be calling function. Now mean equals to sum divided by n. I get mean equals to sum divided by n. I calculate mean. Then I print sum and mean of those elements. Let me run this code. And it's asked me the size of the array. I give it as 4. A of 1 is 1, A of 2 is 2, A of 3 is 3, A of 4 is 4. So I get this sum as 10 and sum of mean of 4 elements is 2. So that's it for this session. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section. Thank you.